Hello, my friends. Hello, it's Matthew Street. Welcome to my channel. As always, I truly appreciate you being here. And folks, one of the nicest things about living here in New England, we get to experience all four seasons in all their beautiful glory. Yes, we do, folks. Now, I'm not saying other parts of the world or the country do not as well, but certainly here in northeastern United States, we love our four seasons. We surely do, folks. Whether it's spring, summer, autumn, or winter, we love them. Now, yeah, they all have their little, bad sides to them as well you got to deal with, but let's not go there. Let's stick with the positive stuff. And I will say, folks, that my favorite season of all the seasons is autumn, or as many people call it, fall or autumn. My favorite season by far, folks. I just love it to death. It brings back so many memories to me during my youth, my childhood, even my young adulthood, courting Mrs. Street, going back to my younger days and Halloween and picking out your costume and thinking about all the candy you're going to gather up when you go around the neighborhoods, getting a pumpkin and carving a jack-o'-lantern out of it, putting a little candle in it, lighting it up, putting it on your front porch, decorating with corn stalks, pumpkins, hay bales, the leaves falling down and adding a beauty to the land, the beautiful colors of the leaves before they fall, the reds, the oranges, the yellows, beautiful colors. I just love the autumn. Such fond memories. Playing in the leaves, making a big leaf pile and jumping into it. Building a scarecrow with all the dried out leaves, getting old pants and shirts, getting a pumpkin for a head or some other type of thing for a head or a straw hat, whatever, and making a scarecrow, stuffing it with the leaves, putting it on your front porch. Planting mums with your mom and dad, those beautiful, colorful mums in the fall season. The cooler weather starts coming in. Oh, I love it, folks. I love the autumn so much. But it also gets me thinking about the Beatles. Yes, autumn and Beatles go together for Matthew Street. Yes, autumn and Beatles are like peas and carrots, baby. They go together, and I love it. Folks, it all started, and you know what started me thinking about this? We got the brand new Beatles USA albums box set coming out on November 22nd. 6 of the Beatles US albums, if you get the box along with Beatles Story. Or you can get the 6 individual albums. That's coming out. So that got me thinking about autumn, because there's always cool autumn releases with the Beatles. Let's be honest. And then the big news, November 29th, Beatles 64. The Fab documentary is coming out, and I can't wait. Exclusive on Disney Plus. I am so over the moon about this, and I just did a video about that. Go check that out. I cannot wait. So that's got me excited for this autumn. But folks, it goes back to With the Beatles back in November of 63 being released, and then the White Album came out November of 68, and then Abbey Road was September of 69. I believe it was early autumn that one came out. Magical Mystery Tour, at least the US version, came out November of 67. Beatles 65 came out December of 64. So autumn and the Beatles just hit me like a ton of bricks, folks. And there are 2 albums, though, that I haven't mentioned yet. And those are the 2 that really hit me, folks. When I look at the covers of them, when I put them on and listen to them, they always can take me back to any phase of my life, from childhood in the 60s, preteen and teen years in the 70s, my 20s in the 80s, and my 30s in the 90s, and on, all the way up to this old man that's looking at you right now. I love these 2 albums, and I have to play them incessantly in the autumn. I have to do it. The first one is Beatles for Sale. Oh, love that album. Love it. December of 64. It just reminds me of those cool fall days, autumn days. Look at the cover of it. Look at the cover of it, folks. It screams the beauty of autumn and the fall and the leaves coming down and the cooler temperatures. It just brings it to that, doesn't it? I love it. I love it to death. Oh. And you could also think of the early Beatles, even though that came out kind of spring of 65. But that cover of early Beatles, wow, that just screams autumn to me, because it's also the image that was used on the back cover of Beatles for Sale. But I love that one as well. But the other one is maybe my favorite Beatles album of all time, and it always brings me back to autumn, and that's Rubber Soul. Yes, folks, December of 65. Look at the cover of that album. Just, it screams the changing of the seasons, the changing of our lives, the autumn of our years. You know, it just brings that all into me, folks. It does. And it goes all the way back to my younger days, all the way up to today. Rubber Soul just brings me to autumn, brings me to fall, brings me to those fun days, jumping in the leaves, carving out a jack-o'-lantern, getting candy for Halloween. Oh my goodness, decorating with the family. Love it, folks. I just love it so, so, so much. So, folks, I just wanted to spend a few minutes here with you to say happy autumn. Happy Beatles autumn, folks. I just had to say it. Let's fall into the Beatles. Falling leaves, falling Beatles. Let's do it. I love it, folks. And I am so excited about the U.S. albums getting a re-release. I am so, so, so excited about Beatles 64 coming next month. Let's celebrate, folks. Celebrate autumn with the Beatles. Will you? Won't you? Please, please celebrate with me. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.